set an exam, and we're going to hold an exam. You might not have all your digital discovery. It's a probable cause hearing. We're going to do what we can do. And either I'm going to send it downtown where they'll have to prove their case, or I'm not. No. At this stage, there's no fine because you haven't been sentenced. Okay. If you take the deal that the prosecutors offered, then there may be a sentencing at that point, and that sentencing could include fines and costs. Understood?
Yeah.
But right now, there's no fines. Then I'm sending you for a competency exam because I don't know any other way to explain what I'm trying to explain, and you keep telling me you don't understand. So I'm going to require that you be reviewed for competency. I'm going to order that you appear for a competency exam. If you don't appear for that competency exam, ultimately there'll be a bench warrant issued for your arrest.
Van Buren Township.
Yes.
And at that point in time, sir, were you operating a vehicle?
Yes.
And at some point in time, were you approached by a police officer?
Yes.
And was there something that, did you attempt to leave that particular location without the permission of the police officers?
Say again?
You attempted to leave that area without the consent of the officer, is that correct, sir?
Oh, yes.
And you knew them to be police officers, sir?
Yes.
They were adequately dressed and within a marked police car or not?
Yes.
Okay. And did you willfully disobey the orders of the officer?
Yes.
All right. Thank you, Your Honor.
Yeah,
We're satisfied with the reporting. Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, Mr. Reed, I'm inclined to send Mr. Kelly for a pre-sentence investigation. Mr. Kelly, is your address at 813 First Street?
Yes.
Okay. Mr. Reed, what I'll do is I'll send the file to the probation department. They'll reach out to you to schedule the sentencing date and send a PSI interview date for or to Mr. Kelly.
That's fine. I guess it's the court's procedure because we were going to ask for immediate sentence. This is the first time he's had an incident. He's gainfully employed. He's made. He's doing everything he's supposed to do. So I didn't know whether or not the court was informed. No.
All right, Mr. Reed, I don't know where you're at, but after you would prefer immediate sentence, I didn't hear anything you said.
I'm so sorry, Your Honor. It's the mic on this particular computer has done this on several occasions. I apologize for that. But
No
I was asking for that.
Let's blame your assistant.
Beg your pardon? I'm going to blame him.
Your assistant.
I know, because I like my things perfect, and I know this is a very professional court, and I know how you like things. So I apologize to the court for that.
You can probably convince me to do an immediate sentencing. Why don't you tell me what I should know? You're okay with that?
Yeah.
Now you're muted.
I don't know how I got muted. I didn't touch anything. It's a touch screen, but I promise I didn't. But he is 29 years of age. He is gainfully employed. He has no prior situation of this nature. He has admitted responsibility regarding this matter. He's asked the court to be merciful in terms of any costs or fines against him, but he's trying to get his life back on track, and he has retained counsel. So he's asked the court for mercy.
Okay. Any prior criminal?
None, Your Honor. Is that right, Mr. Kelly?
Yes.
Yeah. And where are you employed, Mr. Kelly? I'm sorry.
It's a temp agency at Flexible Staffing.
How long have you been dealing with them?
About I say about 6-7 months.
Okay. Where do you live?
Jackson, Michigan.
Okay. Alone?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir.
All right. I missed where do you work, Mr. Kelly?
It's a
What's the name of the agency? Go ahead.
It's a temp agency called Flexible Staffing.
Yep. And where do they have you working now?
Right now I don't have a placement right at the moment because my hours weren't compatible with I had going on at the moment. But
so when's the last time you actually worked a job?
About 3 weeks ago. 3-4 weeks ago at Gestaffman. It's a
what's your educational background?
Just graduation. Just graduated from 12th grade.
When was that, sir? When you graduate?
2012. 2012.
Thank you.
So why don't you have a job where you're working every day?
They moved my hours, and my hours weren't compatible. So they gonna move me to a different facility.
No, he's asking you, why don't you have stable employment outside of temporary?
Oh, I don't know. I just was messing around through the temp agency.
All right, anything else you want me to consider, Mr. Kelly?
I mean, I have my own apartment. Right now I'm working on my nephew. My nephew is in a like a little foster care placement up in Flint. Right now I'm working on getting him. I'm working on with a lady named Mary through DHS. Right now we just got through our first steps. I started off with him getting I could just go up there and visit him, but right now we just moved up to where I can go up there, pick him up, and take him to go do little things. So
How old is
right
he?
now I got my nephew looking forward.
How
I got
old is
him
your
looking
nephew?
forward.
How old is your nephew?
14.
Thank you.
Okay. How are you paying your rent?
Well, I was paying it between I have I'm Native American, so I get a per cap every month from them, and then I was going through with my checks from Flexible.
I'm sorry, you were going, what was flexible?
He was saying partially the money was coming from his employment and partially from this Indian heritage. He was
You
using
mean the
both of them.
employment that he hasn't worked in 3 weeks? That employment?
Yeah, my per cap can pay all my rent right now, but
How much is that? How much do you get a month?
it changes. I can get $850. I can get $850 a month. I can get $1,050 a month. I get 1,000.
Okay.
I get $1,181 a month. It changes.
Okay. All right. So let me ask you a question. Since you graduated from high school, what have you accomplished?
Really not much. Just staying out of trouble and just working for real. I don't really do too much.
Sounds like it.
That's a great question, Your Honor. I understand. You have to do more. You're taking on additional responsibility to this nation. You understand that, sir?
Yes.
You're 29 years of age. You have to pick up the pace. Do you understand that, sir?
Yes, I understand.
And what is your plan in terms of doing that, sir?
Well, right now my plan is getting custody of my nephew. That's been my main plan right now.
But you're going to have to support him and show him that you can be a stable person in his life. He's coming from an unstable situation. You understand that?
Yes.
So he needs you to go to work every day on a regular job to be able to support him and show him that's what he has to do. Is that true?
Yes.
You're going to be a mentor for this boy. You understand that?
Yes, for sure.
All right. He's not a toy. He's a person. You understand that?
I understand that.
All right. Are you going to have any additional help to help you raise this young man?
He wouldn't
Anybody-
like
Am I gonna
help
have
I
a-
give him.
Go ahead, Jan. I'm sorry. I know.
I'm ready to sentence unless there's something else.
No, Your Honor. We thank the court for the time, the opportunity.
All right, on each file, fines the court costs $500. On each file, it's a 12-month non-reporting probation. Each file has 40 hours community service required. You need some time to pay that $1,000, Mr. Kelly?
Yes.
Contact the court within the next 5 days through our website to set up some kind of payment plan.
Yes. Yes, Your Honor.
Community service means charity work. I'll accept hours from any nonprofit that's registered as such as a 501c3. So churches, Salvation Armies, soup kitchens, those types of places. If it's registered with the IRS as a 501c3 nonprofit, I'll accept your work there. If you want some help, I've been doing this long enough to know we can do exams without digital discovery. We used to do them before anybody had digital discovery based on incident reports. So I'll give you an exam date, but we're gonna have an exam on that date. With or without digital discovery, we're gonna do what we can do.
But Your Honor, this case involves two different counties and there's like a lot of different things involved and the issue
I
is
don't
whether
care.
or not she was.
I don't care. We're gonna set an exam and we're gonna hold an exam. You might not have all your digital discovery. It's a probable cause hearing. We're gonna do what we can do. And either I'm gonna send it downtown where they'll have to prove their case or I'm not. July 10 or July 17.
On July 17, but can we do possibly a 10?
No, 11:30 is the earliest I can do on that day.
11, I can do 11:30 because I
You
have
sure?
an 8 a.m. in Dearborn, yes.
11:30 will work then?
11:30 will work.
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And anything else to bond?
Your Honor.
Continue?
Yes, continue.
All right, bond continue. Did you get that, Mohammed? 11:30 on the 17th of July.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Your
Ms.
Honor.
Smith, we're gonna give you a written notice. So if you want, we'll give you a piece of paper.
Thank you, George. I appreciate it.
How about DeAndre Johnson? Mr. Johnson, did you waive your right to speak to a court-appointed attorney today?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
Did you waive your right to speak to an attorney today?
Yeah.
Okay. And you've talked to the prosecutor, you must have showed the prosecutor your paperwork, right?
Yep.
Prosecutor wants me to dismiss these two charges from May 9th. I'm assuming that's okay with you?
That's okay with me.
Cases are dismissed. Enjoy your day, sir.
Thank you. Can I have a document proving I came here today?
You want to give him something or send him downtown? No, seriously. He wants something to prove he was in court today. For work?
Yep.
Yeah. Not serious? Yeah, go downstairs and let him know you need something for work.
Okay, thank you.
Main counter. Have a nice day. Thank you. People versus Jones. Oh, I'm looking at this. What the hell's that? Oh, third-party poster. Bynum. I just saw that. Man.
Hey, Judge, do you see Miss Walred in the courtroom?
I don't know who that is, so no.
She's an attorney. I've called out there. I'm trying to get her on Zoom. Oh, here she is.
Michelle, I saw her.
I got her. Thanks, Mohammed.
Counsel, your appearance for Bynum.
Good morning, Your Honor. Adam Wolek, P number 55741, appearing on behalf of Jalen Bynum, standing to my right. State your name for the record.
Jalen Barnum.
Back off next time you talk. Good morning. Go ahead.
Your Honor, I have explained to Mr. Bynum that he has a right to hold a preliminary exam and the burden that people must meet. At this point, he wishes to voluntarily waive that right and have the case bound over to the Third Circuit Court.
Thank you. So we're gonna go to the 26th.
Hello.
Mr. Bynum, did you discuss your rights with your attorney?
Yes.
You understand the rights those give you and the options those rights give you?
Not in cars.
Well, he was in the car, I was standing.
Okay, but you both weren't in cars that were driving 45 miles an hour. Presumably you were doing the speed limit, right?
Correct.
I see. So could he physically touch you from where he was?
No,
And he never threatened you?
I felt threatened when I seen the pistol out.
I asked you if he threatened you. He verbally threatened
He did not verbally threaten me.
you. Okay. So what did you communicate to 911?
That this guy pulled a gun out and I gave him the description of the vehicle, the make, the model. And they told me to ease back and pull over to a gas station until a police officer gets there.
So they told you to ease off and let him drive by you.
Yes, sir.
And I asked you about that earlier, and you said that you did that after you saw the gun.
Can you repeat that again?
No, you can answer.
I didn't hear you.
When I asked you if you ever slowed down to let him pass, you said when you saw the gun that you slowed down.
Yes, that's correct. I did.
Okay. So did you communicate to the police that you already let him pass?
I was behind him when I was on the phone with 911.
I know where you were. I asked you if you told the police that.
Yes, I did.
Okay. And what else did you tell the police?
I just told them that I'm right behind them and I'm following them. And they told me to ease back and they will send a police car to the nearest gas station and to pull in there and wait for them.
Okay. So your intent was to follow him?
No, I wasn't going to follow him, but I was behind him for a little ways. There was no way to turn off. There's nothing there to turn right or turn left. So I had to go straight and to the nearest gas station.
What prevented you from pulling into the breakdown lane?
Into the, excuse me, repeat
What
that.
prevented you from pulling into the breakdown?
There's no breakdown lane on Van Born, sir.
I see. And there's gas stations and other businesses. You could have pulled into any of those things, right?
Further behind me, the closest one was in front of me.
And what was that?
I believe it was a Sunoco or a Citco on Middle Belt in Van Born.
Okay. So how long were you there before the cops showed up?
I was waiting for a while and then I ended up having to leave because my kid needed to be picked up from school.
So you just obeyed what the cops told you.
Well, I told them, I was on the phone with them. I told them that I have to go pick up my kid from school at that time.
All right. Well, what happened after that?
They told me, well, then go to the police department and file the report.
Did you do that?
Yes, I did.
When?
That following day or that following Monday. I think it might have happened on a Friday. I can't remember, but it was shortly right after it had happened.
Do you have a copy of the report?
I do not have a copy of the report with me. No, I do not.
Have you read it since you wrote it?
I did go over it with the gentleman that took the report from me from the police department. Yes.
At what point in time did you tell the police you knew the individual?
I don't know the exact point in time when I told him that I know the guy. Well, I told him that I do know him.
Did you tell him that you had arguments with him in the past?
Yes.
When did you tell them that?
When I was filling out the report.
So not on the 911 call?
No, not in the 911 call.
Did you tell the 911 operator you were prepared to fight?
No.
So basically, you didn't tell them anything that you thought would make you look in a bad light?
No, I didn't do anything wrong.
All right, very good. Thank you, Mr. Wagner.
Redirect.
So you stated earlier that the individual that you identified here in court had told you on previous occasions that he's going to shoot you?
Yes.
And you said that he was waving the gun, correct?
Yes.
Was it in your direction or no?
It wasn't directly pointed at me with the barrel, but it was towards my direction on a slant, the way he was holding it in his hand.
Okay, and then the other hand was holding the phone?
The cell phone and the steering wheel with the left hand.
Okay, now the cell phone,
Yes,
in
sir.
which direction was the cell phone being pointed at?
The camera part of the cell phone was pointing towards me.
Okay, where towards you? If you could
Just towards my direction.
Okay. So the camera's being pointed towards you and the other hand's waving the gun.
Yes.
And so your response to this individual pointing a camera at your direction and waving the gun was to call the police?
Yes.
And at any point during this interaction, did you pull out a gun?
No.
Did you pull out any weapons?
No.
Your response in this situation was to call the police?
Yes.
All right, nothing further.
Recross.
Did you tell the police that he pulled a gun on you twice when you were in your work van?
Objection, I never heard that.
He's asking. Proper
But
question.
he's suggesting that he said that in his question, and he never stated that he pulled it twice.
Cross-examination
He's
is
asking.
leading questions.
It's proper.
Can you repeat the question?
Yeah. Did you tell the police that while you were in your work van, he pulled a gun on you twice?
I did not.
Okay. So if hypothetically, would you have any idea why that would appear in the police report?
I have no idea. It shouldn't. I never said that he pulled a gun on me in my work van.
Okay.
I was in my personal vehicle.
I see. So why didn't you go to the police right after you picked your kid up?
Why didn't I go to the police? Is that what you said?
Right after you picked up your kid?
Well, I had to take my kid home, and my girlfriend at the time, it was her vehicle and she had to go to work. So I had to bring the car back to her, and I didn't have transportation at that point in time to go get the police report filed right away. So I had to wait, and I already called the police and they told me that it was fine, just come down as soon as possible. So that's when I went down there as soon as I could get a ride to get down there, because my vehicle was in the shop at the time.
In the last 10 years, have you been convicted of any crime that involved any element of theft or dishonesty?
No.
Okay, thank you.
Nothing further.
You can step down, sir. Watch your step on that ramp.
No further witnesses from the people.
Excuse me. I'm gonna call the OIC.
Sure. Swear affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but truth. Yeah, Steve.
Detective Rice, will you please just state your name for the record?
Golf Rice.
All right, and you're employed as a detective in the Romulus Police Department?
I am.
Okay. And I presume that as the officer in charge of this case, that you're familiar with all the materials?
For the most part, yes, sir.
Okay. Did you ever make contact with my client outside our court?
I did not.
All right. Who did?
At the time, it was Officer or Corporal Farhat, who's no longer employed. He retired. Did the vast majority of the investigation here.
Have you had the opportunity to read all the materials?
I've read over it. I'm not going to say verbatim, but I've read over it.
I'm not going to hold you to it. I just want to know if you read it. Okay.
Sure.
And is it your understanding that a gun was never recovered from my client?
Correct.
Okay. What did the department do to try and find the gun?
The only thing we've done or I've done is just ran through Lean to see if he owns a gun or any weapons, which was confirmed through Lean.
Okay. I know, but we got to make the record clear. What was confirmed through Lean?
That your client has a CPL and owns numerous weapons.
Okay. Did you find any 11-inch black non-revolver pistols on that list?
I mean, I'm not going to debate it with you. Guns are, you can go through and look at the guns he owns, and guns are all relatively same size depending on the caliber. He owns quite a few. If you give me a tape measure, I'll measure them all.
Is it a fair statement that if you had seen something that fit the description, you might have seized it as potential evidence? Not you personally, but the department.
As far as you meaning me going to his house and conducting a search warrant, or what are you asking?
That's exactly what I mean, yeah. I could have been better with the question, I apologize.
There is interpretation, yes and no. Some cases are different, some are different. In this case, there was nothing done like that, no.
And I presume you ran a lien on him, right?
I'm sorry, what?
I trust you ran a criminal lien on Mr.
Correct, yes, sir.
And I presume you found he doesn't have any criminal history.
I'm looking at this CCH in front of me, which is criminal history. Yes, I'll say it without looking, verifying.
Is it your understanding that you can't get a CPL if you have a criminal history?
Correct.
Nothing further. Thank you, Detective.
Thank you.
Detective, do you know what a CPL stands for?
I should, but I don't know the exact, over all the years.
I do, and I'll take judicial notice.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
So the P stands for pistol. So do you recall whether or not the defendant, you stated that he has a CPL license and that he has weapons registered to him. Do you recall whether or not any of those weapons were a pistol?
Yes, I recall a few being, he had, if I recall correctly, without looking at the weapons owned, he does own a pistol.
So it's fair to say that he does have a pistol based on his CPL license and weapons being registered to him?
Based on what I've ran and what we've seen, yes, there is some firearm rep, yes, pistol registered to him.
Okay, nothing further from this one.
Any redirect?
No.
Detective, you can step down. Watch your step. Anything else?
Nothing further.
No
Argument?
other witnesses.
I'm ready for argument. Go ahead.
The people would move for a bind over on both counts. I believe there's a question of fact for the trier of fact and I'd reserve argument.
Mr. Jones.
I would just call the court's attention that I believe that the complainant demonstrated what I would describe as a lot of anger and animosity towards my client, referencing arguments that had taken place many years ago that seemingly he still held a grudge on, leading to him determining that my client was following him. And then he seemingly left the area and didn't report this to a few days later. As far as making a written report, I find that combined with the size of the gun and the description of my client filming something on a phone and holding a gun up and down while driving at 45 to be in the word incredible. And I would ask that you do not find that the probable cause standing has been met, albeit well.
Mr. Mohammed.
The testimony by the witnesses, the defendant was identified here in court on previous occasions, told him that he would shoot him. During this interaction, the witness testified that the defendant was pointing a phone in his direction, and on the other hand, he was waving a pistol, and that he felt in fear in that moment, and he slowed down and called the police. He did the responsible thing by calling the police. And he had shortly after he wanted to pick up his child from school, which is why he left. He got permission from the police officer. So I believe the testimony reflects a question of fact, which is why I'm requesting for this case to be brought over to circuit court.
I would just like to say as a final point, the direct testimony was the gun was not pointed in my direction at me.
All right. Thank you, gentlemen. Mr. Swan, I'm going to bind you over. AOI date is going to be June 26th at 9 a.m. I'll continue bond. I wish you luck downtown. Just so we're clear, it's a probable cause hearing. I'm not the trier of fact. I'm the gatekeeper, and there was enough to send it downtown. That's enough. Anything else?
Nothing from the people. Thank you.
Have a good day, gentlemen.
Yeah, I'm going to keep him here so we can let the other gentlemen.
That's fine. That's fine. I think we're ready on, I think Zamet's supposed to be a waiver.
Yeah.
Does he not know who I am? I'm trying to be polite here, Judge. You guys are all sit back.
Afternoon, John. Am I right? Mom, am I right? Zamet's supposed to be a waiver? We think?
Zamet, yes, that is
Okay.
a waiver.
What was the AOI date again?
It's what I was told by the.
Rice.
No, what was the AOI date you gave me?
Oh, June 26th.
3 weeks?
Well,
Oh.
2 weeks is June 19th.
Wow, all right.
Yeah, we're assuming they're closed. We haven't confirmed.
No, I know, because I tried to schedule something with a, Judge Keeson. Don't worry about it.
Mr. Zamet, come on up. Am I saying it right, Zamet?
Yes.
All right. Mr. Bickert, your appearance?
May I please quote your honor, Tyler Baker, attorney on behalf of Mr. Salmon, Unit 6647.
And I've been told it's a waiver?
Yes, it is.
All right. Have you discussed your rights with Mr. Bickert?
Yes.
You understand the rights you have and the options they give you?
Yes.
You understand what a preliminary exam is all about?
Yes, I do.
You understand if you waive the exam, I'm going to send the file downtown. You're done at the district court level. The case goes downtown circuit court level.
Yes, I understand.
Understanding all of that, are you waiving today freely and voluntarily?
I am, Your Honor.
Gentlemen, are you satisfied with the plea or the waiver?
Yes.
All right. All right, AOI date, June 26, 9 a.m. I've got signatures needed. We'll get you a piece of paper with that date on it, Mr. Sabat. No, we're not? Okay, she said no. Be safe. His wife's a prosecutor. I never knew. Did you know that? Yeah. I met her at a fundraiser.
That's fine.
That's my home residence, correct?
Okay, so any mail, I can go there and we'll get it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you have a local address?
I also have the address here in Michigan as well.
Well, which one would you like us to use for mailing?
Well, honestly, that's my sister's house and it's a lot of going on over there. I'd rather go there. I have informed delivery, so as soon as I see it, matter of fact, I'll have my mail forwarded.
So the New York address is okay?
That's all good, yeah.
Are we going to hold on Gregory?
No, well, actually, Your Honor, Mr. Gregory, if.
You're all set, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Good luck downtown.
That's probably easier if I just have Mr. Gregory stay.
That's fine. Is he not talking to you today?
Correct.
And
Oh, okay. Well, better than jail, right? Yeah. Better than jail.
Now that you're saying it,
Like a music.
I mean, it's.
I don't think so, though. Yeah, I don't think so. I'll look right now.
Is he coming in?
he's in the restroom. Did they give you that?
Thank you.
Yeah, I got it. Yep.
Hey, Joe.
Cut things down to like 70. Otherwise, it'd be 50.
You don't care. You're not here.
Well, we'll be good.
Are you? You're gonna be here tomorrow too? 3 days in a row? I have been missing you. I'll miss you by the time I get home today. Thank you. Good afternoon, Mr. Gregory. Appearances for the record.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Mohammed on behalf of the people, P867771.
May I please court Channel Tyrone Baker, appeal number 62647, appearing on behalf of Mr. Gregg, who is present by that.
All right. You can sit down, sir. They teach the attorneys to jump up to talk to judges. You can sit down if you're more comfortable. You're all right there.
I didn't hear what you said.
You can sit, you can stand. Law school teaches them to jump up when the court's in session, but you're real people, you can sit on it. All right, so Mr. Bicker, where are we at?
Your Honor, in my discussion with Mr. Gregory indicated to me that I believe that he wanted to indicate to the court that he wanted to represent himself. I was indicating to Mr. Gregory an offer that had been made by the people. It's kind of in conjunction with the conversation that we had when we were here last, where the people have conveyed an offer, a misdemeanor offer with restitution. I think Mr. Gregory had expressed at least possible interest in that. When I went about the process of discussing that and conveying that to Mr. Gregory, indicated to me that he was representing himself to get away.
Okay. You want to represent yourself today?
Yeah, just pay the fine and represent myself. That's
Okay.
all.
Okay. Well, there's no fine yet.
He says $459 for the cost or something.
No. At this stage, there's no fine because you haven't been sentenced. Okay. If you take the deal that the prosecutors offered, then there may be a sentencing at that point, and that sentencing could include fines and costs. Understood?
Yeah. That's what
But
he
right
told
now,
me.
there's no fines. You follow me?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And the offer is to a misdemeanor. I'm still having trouble getting used to your new forms. A misdemeanor malicious destruction, correct?
Correct, Judge. It's malicious destruction of a building, 200 to 1,000, which is a misdemeanor.
Right.
And we would request that full restitution be made and restitution be fulfilled due at signing or at sentencing.
Okay. Are you working, sir?
Not right now.
How are you going to pay $459?
I have the money at home.
Okay. All right. You got cash reserves, they say.
Have a
Okay.
bank account.
All right. Okay. So you, first of all, do you understand the rights you have as you sit here accused of a crime?
Yeah.
I call them TV rights, because if you watch enough TV shows, you have a right to remain silent. You have a right to attorney. You understand your rights?
Yeah.
Okay. You understand that this charge has a possible penalty of up to 1 year in jail, up to $500 fines plus court costs.
Yeah.
Okay. Understanding all that, do you want to take this offer by pleading guilty to the misdemeanor?
Is there a cost for that misdemeanor? Is there money involved?
At least $459
Yeah, I'll do
because
that.
that's part of the plea offer. Understood?
All right.
Okay. So let's see what I got. On March 15, 2024, were you in the city of Romulus?
I'm not sure what date it happened on.
Okay. All right. Well, at some point, were you in the city of Romulus and you became involved with the Romulus Police Department?
I went to them for some help to seek advice
Okay.
about some other problem. I didn't get any
Okay.
help.
Well, if I told you it was in March, the middle of March, would that kind of fit your
Yeah.
time frame?
Somewhat.
Okay.
No, I wasn't anywhere.
All right. And while you were at I'm assuming that the damage was done at the PD?
Correct. It's
Okay.
the door to.
Okay. So while you were at the police department, did you damage a door?
I didn't damage anything intentionally. I pushed the door open and the glass cracked. No glass, no broken, no
Okay.
scratches on my hands, no blood, anything. Camera's sitting right there in the corner in that little area, so it's pretty obvious.
Okay. So did the glass portion of the door hit something as you opened it?
No, it just broke, like a comedy show or something. I pushed the handle, pushed it open, the glass just broke. I
Okay.
stood there for like 5 seconds, looked back, just walked out, and they
Okay.
came after me. That's it.
All right. I can't accept a plea based on those facts. I've got another option for you, though. If you plead no contest to that added charge, that misdemeanor charge, what you're telling me is, Judge, I'm not fighting the charge. I still have to find a factual basis that supports a plea to malicious destruction of a building. Depending on what is in the police incident report, I might be able to find the facts I need there. Do you understand that option?
I'm still not understanding what you're saying. Like just the window, I didn't break the window intentionally. There was no fist going through the glass.
And that's why I'm telling you this. You have not given me a factual basis that supports a guilty plea. Because you didn't say, yeah, I was mad at him and I kicked it. Or something like that, right? You follow me so far?
You know what? As far as I know, you know, just pay the money.
You can't get to paying the money until I get to the point where I can accept a plea. Based on what you're telling me, I cannot accept a guilty plea. I may be able to accept a no contest plea and get us to the point where I'm ordering restitution.
Could I take 30 seconds, maybe try to explain it?
If you'll listen to you, sure.
I don't need him to represent me for anything.
Okay, well, then go back to.
Is there a need for me to?
No.
To remain?
No, he's already made that clear. Enjoy your day.
Thank you.
So you understand what I mean about the fact that what you're telling me does not support a guilty plea. You understand that?
Just sound like you're dancing around with it.
I'm not. Listen, if you were charged with drunk driving and you said, Judge, I was drunk, but I was nowhere around a car, I can't accept a guilty plea. You follow me?
You know what? It's just, is it guilty, not guilty, money, or misdemeanor?
Then I'm sending you for a competency exam because I don't know any other way to explain what I'm trying to explain, and you keep telling me you don't understand. So I'm going to require that you be reviewed for competency. Do you understand that?
No, I don't understand that.
Okay, well, I'm going to order that you appear for a competency exam. If you don't appear for that competency exam, ultimately there'll be a bench warrant issued for your arrest. Your address on Harrison is correct?
Yeah.
All right. You'll get a notice about your competency exam. It'll be a while.
Competency is what? You verify that for me?
Yeah, I need a professional to evaluate you and see if you're competent to understand what's going on in the court proceedings and if you're competent and able to assist in your own defense.
I'm very well competent. I'm 42 years old.
It's not for you to decide. It's not for you to decide.
You just told me to take a misdemeanor or.
I didn't tell you to do anything.
But that's what you were. That's what you were.
I was giving you the option. So now I'm ordering a competency exam because you and I are obviously having a problem communicating. And that competency exam could take as much as 2 or 3 months to be scheduled. You understand that? Yes?
Yeah.
Okay.
I understand everything. I don't know why it's taking too much, you know, not that hard to figure out.
Well, we seem to be having trouble, so I'm going to wait for the competency exam to do anything further. You are free to go.
Now, where's this competency exam? Coming in the mail?
You'll get a notice in the mail, correct? How long has he lived on Harrison?
I think what? Yeah, they've had issues. I think a little bit.
Have we had history with him?
He's had issues with schools, like, I mean, that's what started this one.
Oh, yeah, I did. I started it.
Oh, yeah.
So what happened? He showed up on March 15th and just didn't like what you guys told him?
This courtroom moment wasn't just about what happened on the road. It was about what can actually be proven. A man claimed another driver followed him, waved a gun, and made him fear for his life. He said he saw a pistol, called 911, and did what anyone would do, slow down and get to safety. But once cross-examination began, everything got complicated. No gun was ever recovered, no clear proof of threats in that moment, and even his own testimony showed uncertainty. He couldn't clearly describe the weapon, didn't resort everything immediately, and admitted past conflict with the accused. Suddenly, the case wasn't just about fear, it was about credibility. Even so, the judge made it clear. This stage isn't about proving guilt beyond doubt. It's about whether there's enough to move forward. And in the end, that was enough. The case was bound over for trial. Because in court, sometimes the question isn't, is it true? It's, is there enough to keep going? So here's the real question. When there's no physical evidence, should a case rely on testimony alone? Or is that too risky? Like and subscribe for more real courtroom moments.